Here is a secret the biggest AI labs would rather not spread. You can copy a frontier model without ever taking its weights. All you need is the API, the same one you already pay a few cents to use. Ask it enough good questions, train a small model on the answers, and you have copied the part that cost the money. The trick has a name: distillation. Right now, it is the most disruptive idea in AI. The setup is simple: one giant expensive teacher, one small cheap student that learns to imitate it. The version that scares the labs is black box. You never look inside the teacher, you just copy what comes out. And this is not a thought experiment. Last January, one small lab did exactly this. A single open model from DeepSeek erased almost $600 billion from Nvidia in one trading day. The favorite student base for all of it? Alibaba's open Qwen models, free for anyone to download, and one team cloned frontier-level reasoning for under $50. Which raises an ugly question the labs are now fighting over in Congress. Is this theft, or just how good ideas get around? First, the honest part, because distillation is not some back-alley hack. It is a standard, respected technique, and the big labs use it constantly on their own models. The cheap tiers you already reach for, the mini and flash and haiku models, are very often distilled students of a bigger, pricier sibling. The mental picture is an apprentice watching a master. The apprentice does not read the thousands of books the master studied. It just watches the master work again and again and slowly learns to make the same moves. Distillation is that idea turned into training data. Here is the actual recipe, and it is almost insultingly simple. Step 1. Take a big, capable teacher model. Step 2. Ask it a giant pile of questions and record every answer. Step 3. Fine-tune a small blank student on those answers until it behaves like the teacher. The idea is not even new. Back in 2015, Geoffrey Hinton and two colleagues at Google wrote it up and called the useful leftover signal dark knowledge, the hints buried in a model's guesses that a student can learn from. And that word, guesses, is the whole game. When a teacher answers, it does not just pick one word, it assigns a probability to every possible next word, a full landscape of how sure it is. Those probabilities are called soft labels. Say you show it a photo, a plain label just says cat. But the teacher might say 90% cat, 9% dog, 1% car. That 9% is the gold. It tells the student that dogs look more like cats than cars do. The student learns the shape of the teacher's judgment, not just its final answer. When you can read those soft labels, it is called white box distillation. It is rich, it is fast, and it needs surprisingly little data. But there is one catch that decides everything. You can only read a model's internal probabilities if you actually own the model. And outside a lab like OpenAI or Google, none of us owns the flagship. All the rest of us get is the public API, a text box that answers, and nothing more. The internals stay locked in the vault. That is where the black box version walks in and where things get interesting. In black box distillation, you see nothing inside. No weights, no probabilities, no secrets. You send prompts, you save the text that comes back, and you train on that alone. It is a weaker signal than soft labels. But repeated across 100,000 examples, even a weak signal carves the teacher's habits deep into the student. Sit with what that means for a second. A competitor behind a paywall on the far side of the planet can copy how your model behaves without touching a single one of its parameters. The front door you opened for paying customers is the same door your product walks out of, which brings us to the day this stopped being a research paper. January 2025, a Chinese lab called DeepSeek, a spin-off from a quant hedge fund, released an open reasoning model named R1 and handed it to the world to download. DeepSeek said the base model behind it, called V3, cost about $5.5 million in raw GPU rental. Not the hundreds of millions the West assumed a model this good would need. That single line is what set the markets on fire. Now, that number deserves an asterisk. It counted only the final training run, not the years of research, the failed attempts, the data, or the salaries. Analysts at SemiAnalysis put DeepSeek's real all-in hardware spend well north of $500 million, but the headline had already escaped. The next trading day, Nvidia shed almost $600 billion of market value in a single session, the largest one-day loss for any company on record. Nothing had actually broken. Building a frontier model had just started to look cheap. Then came the accusation. OpenAI and Microsoft said they had evidence that DeepSeek had trained R1 partly on ChatGPT's own output, which is the textbook black box distillation move, and, under OpenAI's own terms of use, strictly off limits. And there was a tell that was hard to wave away. Ask some of these distilled models what they were, and they would sometimes answer that they were ChatGPT. A student that copies its teacher too closely picks up the teacher's name, and its phrasing, its formatting, its little verbal tics travel right along with the skills. The reaction split down political lines. David Sachs, the White House AI advisor, said there was substantial evidence DeepSeek had distilled OpenAI's models. Sam Altman was more measured. He called R1 genuinely impressive, then promised OpenAI would tighten its defenses. Both sides understood the same thing. The Moat had sprung a leak. There is a rich irony here worth saying out loud. OpenAI built its own models by scraping the open web without asking the people who wrote it. Now it was furious that someone had learned from its output without asking. The whole field is standing on data it did not pay for. And to be fair to DeepSeek, R1 was not a fluke or a pure copy. It was peer-reviewed and published in the journal Nature, the first major language model to clear that bar. Whatever went into it, the result was real and anyone could inspect it. Now here is where Alibaba's Qwen moves to the center of the story, and it plays two roles at once, which is what makes this so strange. Role 1, the upgrade target. DeepSeek took R1's reasoning and distilled it straight into Qwen. They ran their giant reasoner as the teacher and used its answers to fine-tune Alibaba's small open Qwen models into pocket-sized reasoners you can run today. The result should not be possible on paper. DeepSeek R1 Distill Qwen, a 32 billion parameter model that costs you nothing to download and runs on hardware you own, beats OpenAI's O1 Mini on hard competition math, a model you can only rent. On the AIM 2024 exam, the distilled Qwen scored 72.6 out of 100. OpenAI's O1 Mini managed 63.6. On the Math 500 set, it hit 94.3 against O1 Mini's 90. The free model is not tying the paid one here. It is ahead on nothing but distilled answers. And Alibaba was not only the victim in this, it shipped its own open reasoning model called QWQ, which turned into a teacher in its own right. Several of the cheap Western clones we are about to meet learned to reason from QWQ's traces. The student base and one of the teachers were both Chinese and both open, and it scales down absurdly far. The 7 billion version, small enough to run on a nice laptop, still clears 55% on that same brutal math exam. Distillation shrank the model far more than it shrank the answers. Role 2, the base for everyone else. When Western researchers wanted a cheap, capable model to distill into, they reached for the exact same open Qwen. Alibaba's giveaway became the world's favorite student to build on. And Alibaba is not slowing down. Its current flagship, Qwen 3 Max, crossed 1 trillion parameters and was trained on 36 trillion tokens of text. The Open Qwen family runs from tiny half-billion models up to a 235 billion giant. So if distillation works this well, the obvious question is the one that keeps the labs up at night. How cheap can copying real intelligence actually get? The answer falls off a cliff, and it keeps falling. The first scare landed back in 2023. Stanford built a model called Alpaca for about $600 by fine-tuning an open model on answers from OpenAI's GPT. It behaved shockingly well for the money, and OpenAI moved to shut the door fast. Then reasoning models arrived, and the price collapsed all over again. Berkeley's Sky T1 matched OpenAI's O1 preview on reasoning benchmarks, and the entire model was trained for under $450. The recipe was the same one we have been describing. Take an open Qwen base, collect a batch of reasoning traces from another open model, fine-tune, $450, and they had a preview class reasoner running. And then Stanford and the University of Washington went further, with a number I genuinely had to read twice. A model called S1 matched cutting-edge reasoning for under $50, not near it. Matching it on the exact math and science benchmarks the labs love to brag about. $50, around 1,000 carefully chosen questions answered by Google's Gemini, used to fine-tune an open Qwen model. Under 30 minutes of training on 16 GPUs. That is the whole project, start to finish, and the trick that pushed it over the line was almost silly. To make the little model think longer, they simply forced it to keep going. When it tried to stop, they appended the word wait, and it reconsidered. A one-word hack stacked on a $50 distill, reaching toward the frontier. and the researcher behind it said that at today's cloud prices, he could rent the compute to do it again for about $20. $20 to reproduce a slice of behavior that cost a fortune to create the first time around. So hold the two numbers next to each other, because this is the whole video in one image. On one side, a training run creeping toward $1 billion. On the other, a laptop, a free Qwen model, and $20 of rented time. One is a national scale project, the other fits on a coffee receipt. And that $1 billion figure is not me reaching for drama, it comes straight from the people signing the checks. Anthropic's CEO, Dario Amodei, has said the models being trained right now cost on the order of $1 billion each, and that $10 billion runs are only a couple of years away. So look at the asymmetry that creates. It can take $1 billion to teach a model to think, and a rounding error to copy how it thinks, straight through the front door you built for customers. Distillation turns your single biggest expense into someone else's cheapest shortcut. Which is exactly why, over the last few months, this once academic technique turned into an open war between the biggest labs on Earth. In February this year, Anthropic went public with something startling. It had caught 3 Chinese labs, DeepSeek, Moonshot, and MiniMax, running organized campaigns to distill its Claude models. These are not fringe outfits. They are among the most capable model builders in China. The scale is the part that stops you cold. More than 16 million extraction conversations funneled through roughly 24,000 fake accounts, all engineered to pull Claude's answers out and pour them into someone else's training set. Anthropic called some of these setups Hydra Clusters. A single proxy was steering 20,000 fake accounts at once. This was not a curious grad student poking at an API. It was an industrial-scale extraction operation. One favorite trick was almost cheeky. Ask the model to write out its full step-by-step reasoning, then harvest that chain of thought as training data. The teacher patiently explains its work, and the student copies the homework, and it did not stay inside the labs. That same month, OpenAI took the fight to Congress, telling lawmakers that DeepSeek staff had worked to get around its access rules and pull outputs for distillation. What started as a benchmark footnote is now a question of who controls the frontier. So the labs are building defenses. Behavioral fingerprints that recognize their own model's style, classifiers that flag reasoning harvesting prompts, hard identity checks before you can touch the strongest models, and even intelligence sharing between rivals who normally never talk. And the copying is only getting sharper. A method from late 2025 called on-policy distillation squeezes the same skill transfer out of a fraction of the compute. One team taught an 8 billion model to reason near the top of the class using a couple thousand GPU hours. Apple researchers even published distillation scaling laws, a set of equations for predicting exactly how much teacher you need to build a student of a given size. Copying frontier behavior is turning into a predictable engineering discipline, not a lucky hack, which leaves every lab staring at the same uncomfortable thought. If the smart behavior leaks out through the API the instant you sell access to it, then the giant model behind the curtain stops being the moat you thought you paid for. You are not really selling the model anymore. You are renting out a teacher, one query at a time. You can spend $1 billion teaching a machine to think. But the thinking, it turns out, is far easier to copy than it is to keep. That is the fight the whole industry is waking up to, and distillation is the reason it can no longer look away.